We used to be solid, not falling apart. Things never not okay when you were mine. You used to be honest, not pulling my heartstrings. Every other day you change your mind. Cause when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you land in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like that. Getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and round, round, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop. I used to respect you, thought I was enough. Yeah, feels like half a century ago. Cause you keep coming back after telling me off, without even fitting sorry between goodbye and hello again. Thought we could grow again, how about no again, again and again. I'm trying to tell you we can't be friends, struggling to comprehend that we broke up and ended again and again and again. And I'm getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and round, round, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? I'm in a circle. Back when I started, I was stuck in like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? I'm in a circle. Back where I started, I was stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. Yeah, when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you lying in bed and feeling lonely.
A warm welcome to all of you, John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty today.
Hi John, at this stage I think the players are just desperate to get out there and this promises to be a terrific game.
So, Jim Beglin, how do you see this one panning out?
Well, there's a very good chance of goals in this one.
Well, as predicted in the weather forecast, rain has been falling steadily. We're off then. Agio. Rugged tackle. That'll be a free kick. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate. Their first substitution today.
He was only one missed time challenge away from being sent off then, so you could say that is a very clever substitution.
Safely in his gloves. Wins the ball. Nicely getting hold of the ball. Neat defending there. Didn't give it away. The defender did well there to block the cross. It's out for a corner. It's sailing across the face of the goal. The ball back in possession now. Oh, a vital tackle. Wellington now. They've got the ball. Wins the ball. Over to the wing. Keeper's got it. Thumps it long. Possibility here for a cross.
Puts it away. An early breakthrough, a real psychological blow to the opposition.
Oh, I just thought he managed to get hold of that header really well and direct it home.
The crowd giving both manager and players some serious stick. 15 minutes have passed. Concedes a free kick with what I have to say is a ferocious challenge. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red. It's their second change of the game.
Well, the manager has finally decided to take him off. I think that's more for his protection than anything else.
Good pass to the wing. It's gone out, but it came off the defender. To the target in the centre. Manages to carry the ball away. Is caught offside. Into the gloves of the keeper. Caught offside that time. Nicely getting hold of the ball. They're keeping it tight here. No one in the area. Solid defence in the box. And they've lost control of the ball. No, not this one. We've nearly reached the half-hour mark. It's clear. Who can latch onto that? Sends the ball wide. Inside the box now. No, not this time, not even close.
Well, that should have put the sides level. You'll be disappointed with that effort.
Alex Teixeira. No, couldn't hold on to it. Inler. Well, the through ball came to nothing and it's been cleared upfield. He's picked the ball off. Now there's an attack on. A Away from the danger area and into touch. Hits it long. Maggio! In the penalty area. They score! That's a well-timed equaliser. I knew this Kazakh thing was a bad time to score, isn't it?
Well, can you believe that? What a shot, what a finish, perfectly placed in the left-hand corner.
A huge roar of approval from the record crowd today. They'll be pleased with this turnout. Minutes to the end of the first half. The forward push gains momentum. It's going right across the goal. Stays on the ball and gets the ball back. Safely into the keeper's gloves. Higuain. Breaking into space. Fallen kindly. There is the end of the first period.
I can assure you the players won't be happy about throwing away that advantage. They should have done a lot better to protect that lead.
So nothing to separate the two teams, it stands at one apiece. Second half going. Plenty of goals, plenty of talking points and plenty of fireworks at each end. All the signs saying that we'll be in for quite a second half as well. It's in! And that completes the comeback.
Well, that's a finish that will be remembered by both player and fans for a long, long time. I guess we've been eulogising about it for a long time too. Wonderful.
Dumps it long, and the ball goes out of play. Wins the ball back there very neatly. No, it's been cut out. A foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Into those safe hands. Still in possession now. Nicely getting hold of the ball. He's trying something special. And the goalkeeper puts it out for a corner. Oh, they'll battle for this in the middle. He'll take it on from here. Held by the keeper. No way through. Just the keeper to beat. They've done it. At last, they've found the goal to square things up.
He just makes it look so easy. He's such a threat up front and worth his place in any team.
The hour mark. Miguel Gritos, Raul Albiol, Agil, Miguel Gritos, it was off target.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
Cuts it out. Here's a cross. Wins the ball. Approaching the last has been fouled. Tackle, that's almost assault. Referee, what are you going to do? That is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now, you just can't go around diving in for challenges like that. Will he go direct here?
I was hoping for. Is it possible that you want? I just want you for
His right foot shot was well struck, but wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Down from the challenge, but no whistle. And deftly wins the ball back. Good footwork, creating the counter-attack. He's trying his luck. Too much elevation on the ball.
He can do better than that, and he won't be happy with that long-range effort.
Hamsik. Steals it. Now get possession here. Wrestled off the ball there. 5 minutes to go to full time and the score's a level. Still enough time for a goal, and who knows, at this stage, probably the winner. Goal! What a resilient team. Having gone behind, they've come back brilliantly, and now they lead.
That was a great run off the ball to latch onto the through pass, and he was so composed in beating the keeper.
A rasping drive! No, although you have to give him credit for getting in that position.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
Having the ball there. Only 2 minutes to be added on. Keeper's there. He made the right move and picks it up. He's trying something special. That's it. After much consultation with his stopwatch, the referee has blown for time. You just have to sit back and admire their resilience. They kept cool and did ever so well to keep their composure, particularly after going behind.
You know, they're going to be so happy with that win. Having conceded the opener, they managed a very impressive response and finally won through.
Thanks go to Jim, and it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. We both wish you a very good evening.
My hopes and don't even know it. In a life that's upside down, somehow you turn me around. So stay another night.
It's John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty, and a warm welcome to you all.
Well, what a wonderful setting we've got for this game, John. The atmosphere is absolutely fantastic.
How do things look to you, Jim?
Well, I'm hoping for a real ebb and flow about this game.
Plenty of camera flashes from every corner of the stadium as we get underway. Let's hope that the game itself matches this build-up.
Van Persie. No way through.
Oh, they've won possession. Maybe a chance.
With a good piece of goalkeeping. Wanting to get his body in the way.
The assistant referee has his flag up for offside.
And now the counter-attack.
Oh, and he's blasted it! It's a big opportunity with a corner.
It's into the centre. A bad shot, but it's over the bar.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
Ball stolen.
Palmed away. Dangerously close to the box. Is this going to be a penalty?
No, the referee instead awards a free kick on the edge of the box.
This is a... Great opportunity to open the scoring. The keeper pushes it away. They're under real pressure now. Drives it to the middle. That will go behind for a goal kick. there to make the block.
Van Persie.
Nani. And he hits it in towards the middle.
Over the bar, really threatening the goalkeeper there.
And he's had a crack! The keeper decides the best option is to punch it, and out it goes for a corner. Whips it in.
No, not going in. A bad try though.
Well, he's usually deadly with his head from inside the 6-yard box.
Looking for width. And he crosses it into the middle.
Does really well to maintain possession.
Now wins possession. No one in the area.
Oh, sturdy defence.
That's it. Well within his range.
Just wide and into the side netting.
I just don't think he's having the best of days by his standards, and that shot summed him up today.
Van Persie. Must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today.
Welbeck.
Referee says that tackle is fair.
Wins the ball back there very neatly.
Almost half an hour gone. They've won a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count?
Will he go direct here? That wasn't the worst shot in the world.
Not a great free kick, and from such a good position too.
Welbeck.
He calls for a foul, but no whistle. Free kick conceded in a promising position here.
This is a great opportunity to open the scoring.
Solid defence in the box.
Welbeck.
Great chance for the counter.
Can afford to smile, even if only for a moment, as his team takes a first-half lead. They come in numbers, and you can hear precisely what they think of this.
Possibility here for a cross.
And another throw in a good position here. And crosses. Oh, that's a solid piece of defensive work.
Puts it behind for a corner. Sailing across the face of the goal.
And it's taken with some style.
That
That's a well-timed equaliser. I view this as such thing as a bad time to score, is there?
Trust me, it's not easy to score your head from there, but he took it so well.
It's so nice to see so many people showing their appreciation of that goal. What an excellent display. Only 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Slid out wide. Booted to safety. Ball was taken, and it's a great attacking run. A poor clearance, and it's been picked up. Is adjudged to be offside. Javier Hernandez. Fisted away. Keeper's ball. It's into the centre. Looking to play it into the channel. Pressure on the defence now. The keeper pushes it away. Punched away and out for a corner. What about this ball in? The whistle goes to signify half-time.
I think they've shown some fantastic grit, just not to allow the opposition to take control of the match. You know, after going behind 1-1, I think it'll please them.
The sides locked level at 1 goal each. So the second half gets underway. Well, it was an entertaining first 45 minutes, to put it mildly. Both teams showing plenty of respect. Perhaps they were too respectful. They're off on the counter. No, although you have to give him credit for getting in that position.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Javier Hernandez giving away a free kick in a dangerous area. It could be costly. He can have a go from here. Keeper always knew it was going over.
And what a really good chance he missed there. That could be costly.
Gets the ball back. The forward push gains momentum. 1-on-1. The keeper deals with it. And he's given away a free kick. Oh dear, some right old pushing and shoving going on there. They'll be getting their handbags out next. Backward shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. No, flags up, just wandered offside, I think. Foul there, no question about it. Centre squaring here, several players coming in and having a right old go at each other. Minutes into the second half. Safely in his gloves. Surely he can't miss from here, and it's a really well-taken goal. They've scored. You could see he was under pressure, but he kept his composure, saw where the keeper was, and picked his spot.
I know questions will be asked of that defence, but there was an element of good fortune in that.
He's got 2 in this game, he's on a hat-trick. Ran into trouble and the free kick's been given. Booted away. He's in the box. It's over, too high.
You just can't afford to give this guy an inch today. He's on top form, and that was such a cleanly struck shot.
The chance, the finishing wasn't good enough.
Well, that was a stunning effort, but he didn't quite get the accuracy on it.
Van Persie. Quick thinking, but he needs to pass. Crosses towards the centre. Van Persie. He's one-on-one with the keeper. There it is. We lead by 2.
So lethal with that right foot, and he's proved it with that goal.
And there is his hat-trick. He's had the defence in his pocket all day. Stretching the play. Well, it just looked like it might dip in at the last.
Well, he didn't really get hold of that one. It was a weak effort in the end.
Javier Hernandez. Rooney. And it's come back off the bar. 3 waiting. Much elevation on the ball. tries from long distance. Suddenly the defence is on the back foot. It's wide.
Well, he caught that one right on the knee. Cracking effort.
Loses out in a position of some promise. We're into the last 5 minutes. Into the arms of the keeper. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. The referee is adding on 3 additional minutes to be played. Oh, he's going for it! Over the line it goes. Well, they're treating possession cheaply. Cut out well. Looking for width. Across. Well cleared. It's clear. He has blown for full time now. They've done it. A great win for them here. They did everything possible to ensure the victory, and their supporters are going wild.
We'd all like to see more displays like that. It had a bit of everything for me. They really were worthy winners in the end.
My sincere thanks go to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
When I seems lost, thoughts lead you astray. Then I cry, then I feel pain. Why do I suffer so much? I would love to feel your touch. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so We're online, ready to fire away. A digital breeze from cybernet seas. We may not make it out of the bay. Just unwind, it doesn't matter anyway. Try not to freeze or throw away the keys. The predator is now the prey. Things could be different. Things could be alright. Things could be innocent when dark becomes light. We're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The rebels in 4K. When dark becomes light, we're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The rebels in 4K.
Our comfort zone, protecting people with the tone. We just want to save this
It's John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty, and a warm welcome to you all.
Well, thanks, John. Hello, everyone. Well, I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. This could be a real cracker.
Anything of note before we get underway, Jim?
This could be a very open, attractive game to watch.
Plenty of camera flashes from every corner of the stadium as we get underway. Let's hope that the game itself matches this build-up.
still in possession now.
He was fouled, and he gets his free kick.
Keeper's ball.
Should have come.
And he goes for goal. Bumps it long.
No, flags up, just wandered offside, I think.
It's a decent hit. No, not this one. Break is on. He's looking to play it into the channel. Sends the ball wide. Concedes a free kick in a dangerous area here.
This is a great opportunity to open the scoring.
Here's a ball in.
Here's a judge to be offside.
To ground, but the referee waves play on. Wins possession. Just the Cooper in his way. It's a loose ball, too long.
Ball in.
Manages to carry the ball away. The keeper decides the best option is to punch it, and out it goes for a corner. It's across the face of goal. Keeper with the block. It's another corner. They really need to make use of this. Drives into the middle. Ooh, full marks for making the opportunity, but he didn't take it.
Oh, I fully expected him to score from that distance.
Arshavin, Keshakov. Possession maintained. Surely! The keeper has been kept busy today.
Lombards. Oh, the ball's been stolen. Good through ball.
It's a corner as the keeper punches that one. Oh, they'll battle for this in the middle.
The ball there.
That is a wayward finish. He's clearly not happy.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
And gets the ball back. And coming forward, the keeper collects it. Burak Yilmaz. And a strike from distance. Over the bar. Really thinking the goalkeeper there.
There wasn't a lot of movement for him, so he had to have a go.
Has been fouled. That's a foul. Important block, but he needs to get rid. The referee just wants to have a word with him by the looks of it, probably about keeping his composure and his temper in check. Nicely getting hold of the ball. Well, they're treating possession cheaply. It's created a counter-attack for them. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Another throw. Wins the ball. And he crosses to the centre. Is he fouled? No, says the referee. 5 minutes to go to half-time and nothing to choose between them. Nicely getting hold of the ball. He parries it. Oh, the goalkeeper should have done better. At least the defender was on hand. Important block that he needs to get rid. Mubachan. Felipe Melo. Three minutes will be added on. This could be dangerous. Booted to safety. And the chance accepted. It's come upon. It's taken an awfully long time, but my, it was worth the wait.
It went straight down the middle of the goal, right past the keeper.
There is nowhere quite like this for noise. The capacity crowd getting behind their team. They won possession. The whistle goes to signal the midway point of this game.
Oh, that was really tough for them to take right before the half-time whistle as well. The keeper's absolutely livid with his defenders. I think they just switched off at the vital moment.
Tight old game this, 1-0 the scoreline. Second half gets underway. Safe to say they're in no hurry to relinquish the upper hand. And he crosses it into the middle. It's over, too high.
Well, that was a superb cross, but the header was wasted in the end.
Hamit out in top. Oh, that's a vital block. Inside the box now. The ball goes into touch deep in opposition territory. AGFF knocks it past the defence. Well within his range. Into the arms of the keeper. Defending there. Chance for a counter then. And he goes for goal. And a punch away by the keeper there sends it behind for a corner kick. It's across the face of goal. Good clearance there. Wrestled off the ball there. Gets the ball back. Still their ball. atrocious tackle. Free kick given. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red. Into the last half hour of the game.
Wins the ball back there very neatly. Here's a ball in.
Good running off the ball.
The keeper pushes it away.
Mistimed lunge, free kick given. Well, it's a booking, no surprise really. Have to agree with the ref there. The defender didn't get anywhere near the ball. No complaints about that. Drogba.
Oh, he's having a go! And the goalkeeper puts it out for a corner.
Oh, they'll battle for this in the middle.
Well, the goalkeeper could have been left with a red face, but the defender has cleared the danger.
He's trying something special! Melo. Almost 75 minutes on the watch now. Referee says fair challenge. And coming forward, the keeper collects it.
Surely he can't miss from here. Puts it away. That could be the goal that clinches victory.
And it's so rare to see that kind of ability in the modern game. I'm just delighted it ended in a goal. Great stuff.
Holds on to it.
Having the ball there. No one in the area. And he sends it in. Well defended.
Selçuk Inar. Keeper's there, made the right move and picks it up.
The ball back in possession now. People watching it sail wide to his right.
He caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
The clock counting down.
And he's given away a free kick.
right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Burak Yilmaz. He's had a real go. Well held. They won possession. He has blown for full time now. An impressive win here after a magnificent performance by all the players involved. Everything went right for them and they were able to get the result that they wanted.
Good teamwork, really good cohesion. They're the kind of ingredients that set up any sort of win, and it really made the difference for me. That's what won them the game.
My sincere thanks go to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Shit, I'm decked out and I'm rolling. Roll it out, no controlling. DNA ain't no hoeing. Jumped in deep, never put no toe in. Stepped out and I'm rolling. Bigger than I've been flowing. Never know where I'm going. And your bitch like how I'm flowing, flowing.
We can set the world on fire, fire. We can set the world on fire.
John Champion here, and this, the voice of Jim Begley.
Hi John, I can tell you, I'm absolutely delighted to be here.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it's impossible for there to be an upset today, but it's certainly improbable. The difference in quality is all too obvious. No shortage of support for either team as the game gets up and running amidst huge expectations. Running. Really neat defending there. Back off the post. With a good piece of goalkeeping, managing to get his body in the way. Off target, wide of the left post.
They tested the keeper twice early on. I wonder if it'll be third time lucky.
Ribery! The keeper deals with it safely, but gives away a corner in the process. It's in high. Solid defence in the box. No options for him in the box. Oh, sturdy defence. Not a bad shot when he's over the bar.
But he scored before from that position, but this time it's not one of his better ones.
Across. Solid defence in the box. Picked it off. Foul there, no question about it. Clear. Knocks it through the defence. Incisive pass that. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. 15 minutes into the first half. Knocks it forward. Mistimed lunge, free kick given. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red. Busy today. Neat ball through the middle. Denied by a last-ditch tackle. The ball there. The ball played out to the wing. No, not going in. A bad try though.
Well, that was a stunning effort, but he didn't quite get the accuracy on it.
And gets the ball back. almost 30 minutes into the first half. Nicely getting hold of the ball. No, flags up, just wandered offside, I think. Wins the ball back there very neatly. Now get possession here. There was just no way past. Now it's a great chance for a counter. Chance in the box. There it is. He's done it. His movement off the ball was supreme, and he found the space to execute a straightforward finish.
Yeah, he took that pass really well, but he still had a lot of work to do. I thought the finish was really stylish. What a lovely passage of play.
It is nowhere quite like this for noise. The capacity crowd getting behind their team. Wins the ball. Keeper's got it. Only one goal in it here with 5 minutes remaining before half-time. Great chance for the counter. Taking on the keeper. Fallen kindly. Goal! Just when we thought they'd be trailing at the break, they've come up with a crucial goal to level the match.
That's a terrible mix-up at the back, but it's great awareness to punish them for it.
Now giving both manager and players some serious stick. Does really well to maintain possession. Ribery. Now he crosses into the centre. Moving up the field, stretching the play. I think the keeper could see that was going off to the right.
They caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Schweinsteiger. Good pass to the wing. Keeper with the block. And it's a really well-taken goal. It is in. This showman has scored. He knows how to milk a crowd. The celebration supreme, but the goal itself straightforward.
All credit to the attacker there, but you have to ask questions of that defence. What will they do?
Half-time.
Well, although they're ahead, they've been quite limited on the ball really for me. The fans will want them to open up a bit more, certainly get more width in their play, need more of an expansive game.
3 goals we've seen in the first half, it's 2-1.
Demons unleashed from your mind hold me steady, yeah. 'Cause you want me, you won't let me go.
second half starts and they're still very much chasing the game. Keeper's ball. Through the middle it goes. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
Thiago. The keeper deals with it. Ribery.
Free kick conceded in a promising position here.
The opponents need...
If I'm not careful, you burn right through my soul, burning like a wildfire, dying on my side.
Need to somehow keep them out here. Looks like he got underneath that one a little.
He's usually so good from those positions, but he hasn't got hold of that one at all.
The pass cut out. Ribery. Ball in. No, although you have to give him credit for getting in that position.
I just thought that was a great chance and he should have made more of that header.
No, couldn't hold on to it. He plays it through.
Holds on to it. Good footwork, creating the counter-attack.
The keeper decides the best option is to punch it, and out it goes for a corner. It's across the face of goal. Surely he can't miss. Manages to carry the ball away. A quick reaction from the keeper there to punch it out. It'll be a corner. Lofted it in. Booted to safety. It's created a counter-attack for them. Keeper with the block. The keeper deals with it safely, but gives away a corner in the process. Drives it to the middle. And they get it away. That's a clever ball from him. The ball played out wide, and he crossed it into the middle. The defender did well there to block the cross. It's out for a corner. To the target in the centre. Here's a chance to get a cross in. Just over the crossbar.
He's a confident boy and you'd expect him to try anything, but that was way off.
Is life even worth living? And all that I see is grey. Should I keep on breathing? Or fall in a deep dark space? They say things get better.
Gets a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee just wants a word with him, I think.
This will be a double substitution.
And it's a minor tactical decision to keep them on top now. just looking a bit more dangerous.
And the keeper has it. Offside, good call there by the referee's assistant. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. The keeper puts it behind, punched away and out for a corner. It's curling in. And now they can attack from here. Needs to be tight on the man here. Coming forward, the keeper collects it. Now it's a great chance for a counter. Inside the box now. Mandzukic. Oh, that's hardly a tackle, that's almost assault. Referee, what are you going to do? It's a red. I think everyone, not least the offender himself, is pretty surprised here. But the referee did seem to make up his mind pretty quickly on that one.
In the morning, you felt so safe back then. Be honest,
His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Thumps it long. One goal is all there is in it between these two sides, and the clock is showing 5 minutes remaining in the match. Denied by a last-ditch tackle. They've got the ball. Sends the ball wide. Possibility here for a cross. Schweinsteiger. And he hits it. He knocks it in. He's had a real go. They win the throw deep inside the opponent's half. He's got one waiting in the box. And too much strength to that. Counter-attack. Surely he got this. Well, the goalkeeper could have been left. The referee blows and it's all over. Really put in the effort today to chalk up the win. The fans will be absolutely delighted with the way that they played too, and of course the result.
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. You know, it was always going to be a tight one. Just the one goal separating the teams at the final whistle.
That's the end of tonight's broadcast. From me, John Champion, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you.
skies breaking down. If the lightning comes to strike, I'll be the projection on the wall that it lies. I can't line, just look into the sky and follow the light. My fate in my own hands, gleam in my eyes. Give me the thunder, hear the thunder, cozy thunder, right now. Give me the thunder, hear the thunder, cozy thunder, right now. Give me the
It's John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty, and a warm welcome to you all.
Hello John, hello everyone, it's a real pleasure to be here.
No shortage of support for either team as the game gets up and running amidst huge expectations. So, away we go.
Concedes a free kick with what I have to say is a ferocious challenge. That is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now. You just can't go around diving in for challenges like that.
Tired of the lies, you found yourself another. Heart as cold as ice, I'm trying to recover. Do you even realize?
That's their first change of the game.
Good decision. He's already been booked and looked in danger of picking up a second yellow.
The keeper pushes it away.
His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper.
Having the ball there.
They're breaking out quickly here.
He's missed by a mile.
Well, I think that shows their intent. The first shot of the game, and in the first 5 minutes.
It's a throw-in. Really neat defending there.
Stayed on the ball, safely in his gloves.
Costa Staphylides. The ball back in possession now. No, possession lost.
That's way off target. Really poor effort.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
Promising run down the byline.
Didn't give it away.
The keeper deals with it safely, but gives away a corner in the process.
Drives it to the middle.
Well cleared. He's had a real go.
The keeper has been kept busy today. A cross. Keeps possession.
Another throw in here. The ball was taken. He wants to get a cross in from here. Oh, that's a solid piece of defensive work.
Long pass forward. He still has it.
Concedes a throw in a dangerous position too. And he crosses it into the middle.
Must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today.
possibility here for a cross. Solid defence in the box.
Terrible tackle, gives away a free kick. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket, it's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would... Would have been more appropriate.
He'll be looking to make the most of it.
His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper.
The keeper has been kept busy today. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Five minutes before half-time, and it's level. Breaking into space.
Oh, sturdy defence.
Long ball forward. That's clearly not what was intended. It's through. The keeper couldn't take it cleanly, and it's gone behind for a corner. To catch them off guard. Taking a deflection. He goes for the delicate lob. The ball goes into touch deep in opposition territory. Into the box. And he's there to make the block. They've got themselves another corner. On the ground. They've got two in the middle. They're given another corner. They play it short. Keeper with the block. It's another corner. They really need to make use of this. Plays the ball short. Carried away by the keeper. Half-time is now upon us.
They've been finding the gap, certainly in the opposition defence throughout this game, with some wonderful attacking football. The finishing, well, that's been really poor though.
It's 0-0, so nothing to separate them. Here we go with the second half. A cagey affair so far, both teams perhaps showing too much respect. Oh, the ball's been stolen. Here's a cross.
Full marks for making the opportunity. He didn't take it.
Good running off the ball. Clear. Pumps it forward. Oh, maybe a chance here.
Held by the keeper.
Rugged tackle, that'll be a free kick.
Oh, red card! Well, not the best of tackles, it's true, but surely that's a little harsh. He can't believe it. And I'm sure his manager too will have plenty to say about that afterwards.
Will he go direct here?
is it. The keeper deals with it safely, but gives away a corner in the process. Oh, it's been given a bit of height. It wasn't the worst shot in the world. Back off the bar.
There wasn't much on for it, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
A timely intervention. Holds on to it. You need support. Defender breaks it up. He couldn't hit a barn door, let alone the corner flag. Wins the ball. Can he find a finish? Well, it came off the defender there. Takes it short. Can try again. Touches it short to a teammate. Keeper in two minds there, but in the end, well left.
I think he'll be really pleased with that effort, given he was slightly off balance.
Sydney Sam. It's swung into the middle. Chance to counter-attack here. Manages to carry the ball away. He knocks it in. No, it was cut out. A foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Lunged in and gave away a free kick. That is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now, you just can't go around diving in for challenges like that. This is a great opportunity to open the scoring. That is nowhere near.
Not a great free kick, and from such a good position too.
Almost in the final quarter of an hour. Holds onto the ball. Oh, took him out. Free kick given. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red. This is a great opportunity to open the scoring.
Oh, that's a solid piece of defensive work.
The ball still with them here. A long ball forward. A crucial intervention there. Now it's a great chance for a counter. Goal! That's better. He scored and they've broken the deadlock at long last. Swing the lead and one established at a crucial time. Sounds like the patience of the fans is running thin. They've got the ball. Having the ball there. No, not getting through there.
Good work to get possession. They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Couldn't quite hold on to it there. There's a chance to get a cross in. Free waiting. Now seeking to get that ball in. No, couldn't quite keep it. Calls for a foul, but no whistle. And the keeper has it. The final whistle goes. They've done it. A wonderful victory here for the fans and for the boss. All of them ecstatic with the way that the team have played today.
It was all on view out there in this game for me. If the levels of passion and pride are high enough, sometimes those qualities alone can deliver a success.
So before we leave the stadium, there's just time for me to say my thanks to Jim for his analysis and to wish you a very good evening. I'm your commentator, John Champion, and summarising today is Jim Begley.
Well, thank you. I think this is a brilliant atmosphere awaiting these players today. I can't wait for this one to start.
Two sides differing in both history and stature. For one team, only a win will do. For the other, avoiding defeat is in itself quite an achievement. So, Jim Beglin, how do you see this one panning out?
It'll be interesting to see how much of the ball their key players will see.
No shortage of support for either team as the game gets up and running amidst huge expectations. So let's get down to business. He ran into trouble and the free kick's been given.
The referee just wants a word with him, I think.
You need support.
Clear. Long ball forward.
Picked off there.
Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward.
Here's a chance to get a cross in. Now he crosses into the centre, and the goalkeeper well placed to take the cross. Diego.
Ray pushes forward then.
Gets the better of him. They've won a corner. To the target in the centre. Goal in sight.
Plays it upfield.
No, it's been cut out. He sends it in. It's another throw in a dangerous situation. The keeper puts it behind. Good work to get possession. Whistle goes, must be presumably for the foul before. Right decision, but a bit late, I think. Keeper in two minds there, but in the end, well left.
I can't believe he's had to go from that far out.
Diego couldn't quite hold on to it there.
No, it's been cut out.
He knocks it in.
Oh, sturdy defence. Pressure on the defence now.
Still going. Carried away by the keeper.
The keeper could see that was going off to the right.
Well, he scored before from that position, but this time it's not one of his better ones.
Mario Suarez. Gets possession. It's turning defence into attack. No, not this time, not even close.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
This goes for a throw-in. Holds onto the ball. Oh, great defending. And he's had a crack! They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Almost 30 minutes into the first half. Wide and by some distance.
Listen, it's always a long way out to try something like that, but he did pretty well. Decent try.
Wins possession. In the box. Good try, but the direction was lacking.
You know, he's managed to fire a decent shot in there. Better look next time.
Villa. Was fouled. He gets his free kick. The keeper has been kept busy today. They've got the ball. He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Goalkeeper had his eye on that and saw it was going wide of the post.
He's a confident boy and you'd expect him to try anything, but that was way off.
Concedes a free kick with what I have to say is a ferocious challenge. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket, it's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate. Must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Another 5 minutes remaining before half-time, and the game is tied. Cross went in, but to no one in particular. The keeper puts it behind. The keeper couldn't take it cleanly, and it's gone behind for a corner. It's into the centre. Oh, that's a solid piece of defensive work. They won possession. Knocks it through the defence. He's free. The keeper has been kept busy today. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Gets a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, he's shaping up for a threat from here. The keeper pushes it away. The keeper deals with it safely, but gives away a corner in the process. To the far post. Well, the corner came down into the path of the goalkeeper. The referee blows his whistle to draw the first half to a close.
Well, the goal attempts are coming thick and fast, but so far there's nothing to show for it. I think the manager will be pretty happy with his team's performance. He just needs a little more craft and guile.
It's 0-0, so nothing to separate them.
so the teams resume, all square.
Well, both defences busy during the first half, but as soon as fatigue sets in, that may change.
Challenge poor, foul call. Well, some players not happy with that challenge and they're getting very involved with each other here. They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Gavi. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Slid into space on the flank. The keeper has been kept busy today.
Ball back in possession now. Good opportunity for a cross here.
Concede a free kick with a ferocious tackle. Well, it's a booking, no surprise really. I have to agree with the ref there. Defender didn't get anywhere near the ball. No complaints about that. They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Defence needs to be tight on their man here. A dangerous throw-in for the defence to face.
Well cleared.
15 minutes into the second half.
He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul.
He could be booked here. Seems not. Referee's going to keep the cards in his pocket this time, but he may not be so lucky again.
Definitely wins the ball back. Oh, and he's blasted it!
Keeper's there. He made the right move and picks it up. Has been dispossessed.
Another throw-in. Crosses. He's missed by a mile.
Well, I fully expected him to score from that distance.
A cross. He scores! That's better. He scored, and they've broken the deadlock at long, long last. A slender lead, but one established at a crucial time.
And I'll tell you, not every player can pull off a header like that, but he's done so well to score.
The crowd starting to get impatient now.
Good work to get possession.
Keeper's got it. Koke. Still in possession.
like he got underneath that one a little.
Well, he didn't really get hold of that one. It was a weak effort in the end.
Approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. Slickly done that. It's over, and by some margin.
You never quite know what to expect from him, and that shot could have gone anywhere.
Arda Turan. The ball there. And he crosses in.
It's created a counter-attack for them. He's having a crack! Safely in his gloves.
Koke.
He's got one waiting in the box.
Plays it long. Via.
Neat ball through the middle. He parries it. The keeper has been kept busy today. One goal is all there is in it between these two sides, and the clock is showing 5 minutes remaining in the match. And a cross, and that ball picked up by the keeper. Want a free kick here, could be dangerous. Area. Referee says fair challenge. Keeper's got it. Didn't give it away.
Across, but it fails to find anyone.
Clear. The final whistle goes. Showing one or two defensive frailties, something the manager won't be too happy about. They still did enough to carve out the result.
Yeah, and I think after that solitary second half goal, they did what all good teams do and protected their lead.
Our thanks go to Jim, and it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. We both wish you a very good evening.
knows our love caused me pain. She dreams of you, she calls your name at night. I'm frozen in the snow, can't win this fight. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery.
No, I don't recognize us anymore. Baby, your love used to be my cure. He was here when I needed you the most. You cannot steal what inside your heart.
And you dream of him, you call his name at night. I'm frozen in the snow, can't win this fight. I can't win this fight. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery. This is hard robbery.
It's been a while since I've seen your face. How you been? I've really missed this place. Just so you know, you haven't been replaced. 'Cause I still think of you now like nothing has changed.
It's John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty, and a warm welcome to you all.
Hello, John. Hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Plenty of camera flashes from every corner of the stadium as we get underway. Let's hope that the game itself matches this build-up. Gloves of the keeper. Oh, good work to get possession. Slid into space on the flank. Pumps it upfield. There was just no way past. The ball was taken. Well, it was a tricky shot, but the keeper handled it well. Nicely getting hold of the ball. They've broken free on the wing. The keeper had his eye on it and saw it was going wide of the post.
He's on great form today and he's willing to try anything. That was a brilliant strike.
Pumps it forward. Keeps possession. Cloudemere. They've taken the ball in a good attacking position.
There wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
Wins possession. A good piece of goalkeeping, managing to get his body in the way. The keeper deals with it safely, but gives away a corner in the process. Who's waiting in the middle? Free kick here, could be dangerous. No, it's off to the right.
Well, that free kick looked too far out for a shot.
Cesar Santi. Fisted away. The keeper has been kept busy today. Wins the ball back there very neatly. Solid defence in the box. The ball still with them here. Pass intercepted. Foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Carries it, punched away and out for a corner. Drives it to the middle. Cesar Santi. Into the box. The keeper decides the best option is to punch it, and out it goes for a corner. Oh, the battle for this in the middle. Now wins possession. And the ball goes out of play. Plays it in, and that ball picked up by the keeper. breaking into space. The keeper pushes it away. They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. No, not going in. A bad try though.
Well, he scored before from that position, but this time it's not one of his better ones.
Cesar Santi. Wins the ball back there very neatly. Holds on to it. Neat ball through the middle. Away from the danger area and into touch. And he crosses it into the middle. And it's the keeper on the receiving end of the cross. They're breaking out quickly here. He drives it! And a punch away by the keeper there sends it behind for a corner kick. To the target in the centre. Not a bad shot, but it's over the bar.
Well, he's usually deadly with his head from inside the 6-yard box.
Has been fouled. And the goalkeeper made the ball his. The keeper has been kept busy today. It's a great example of what you can achieve within the laws of the game. Half-time is now upon us.
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
So, it's 0-0. Let's hope for a goal or two in the second half. The whistle goes for the second half. Well, both defences busy during the first half, but as soon as fatigue sets in, that may change. Well, broken free on the wing. He knocks it in. It's a decent hit. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. No, not getting through there. Here's a cross. They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Trying to open up the defence. The keeper puts it behind, and coming forward, the keeper collects it. Launches the ball forward. That's clearly not what was intended. Can he find a finish? Well, at least he went for it.
He's a confident boy and you'd expect him to try anything, but that was way off.
15 minutes of the second half gone now. Well wide.
He's on great form today and he's willing to try anything. That was a brilliant strike.
Good ball, right down the middle. And he tries from long distance. A quick reaction from the keeper there to punch it out. It'll be a corner. Swinging it in. Well, he's got his eye in, has he? It's their first substitution today.
Well, both sets of defenders are doing their jobs perfectly so far. Let's see if this change makes the difference.
He still has it.
An opportunity down the side. A cross, but it fails to find anyone. I think the keeper was always safe in the knowledge it was going wide.
What a cross that was, but it's much harder to convert the header when you're diving. He did very well though.
And gets the ball back.
Too much power in that. Almost 75 minutes on the watch now.
Ball in.
Managed to cross, but no one there on the end of it. The ball still with them here.
Wins the ball. He surrenders possession. Paye. Foul there, no question about it.
Keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Either side able to find a goal here with the final whistle approaching. Out wide.
The keeper pushes it away. Oh, that's a solid piece of defensive work. Crowdermere. No one in the area.
Fans will be disappointed with that.
Did brilliantly to get a shot away from there.
No, possession lost. There will be one more minute added on. Has been fouled. Booted to safety.
Is the referee's whistle for full time.
To that performance, the defenders on both sides can deservedly pat themselves on the back. They were absolutely rock-like at the back.
Oh, what a fantastic game of football that was. Yes, of course it was littered with mistakes, but that's what made it so good. You just couldn't take your eyes off it.
My thanks go to Jim, and it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. We both wish you a very good evening.
I wake up inside us, I turn in our face and empty bed. There's no one besides me, and I try to remember what I've said.
did you leave? What did I do? Oh, can we turn back time so we can redo last night? I think that I messed up, but it's all erased from my mind. You never had any patience. It's like a vision you couldn't see clear. And now we'll have a conversation. You bet it's only one side of love. I hear you saying, you say you like me better all the way. And I swear that I try, but I was so blind. They say your words hurt if you let them stay. So I count my dice, this is my good. And I'm saying, I've been sitting, resting, and drifting. That was all that I had. But no more, said no more. I faced it. My scars won't have ghosts. No more. You will never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do. And when I close my eyes, I'll know that I'm living by my side. You will never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do. And when my voice feels alive, maybe I'll be just alright.
I'm John Champion, and covering this game alongside me, someone who certainly knows a thing or two about playing at the top level, it's Jim Begley.
Hello, John. I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's hope it lives up to all our expectations.
Two sides differing in both history and stature. For one team, only a win will do. For the other, avoiding defeat is in itself quite an achievement. How do things look to you, Jim?
Well, John, this could really come down to who finds their rhythm first.
The skies are pretty forbidding, and there's been plenty of rain on this pitch. So let's get down to business.
Well, keeping it tight here. Intercepted.
The ball there. Gets the ball in a nice position. Surely he can't miss from here. It's in. That is great.
questions will be asked of that defence, but there was an element of good fortune in that.
There is nowhere quite like this for noise. The capacity crowd getting behind their team. Poor, no call. The keeper has been kept busy today. And the decision is offside. Defending there. Here's a chance to get a cross in. Oh, sturdy defence. Long pass forward. Wins the ball. Some good running off the ball, putting the pressure on. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Maybe a miss hit, it was off target.
Well, he scored before from that position, but this time it's not one of his better ones.
Balotelli has been dispossessed. 15 minutes played. No, it's been cut out. Inside the box now. It's over, and by some margin.
Out of nothing he's produced an effort like that. Shame about the end result though.
Still in possession now. Sends the ball wide. Ball in. And he heads it clear.
Good opportunity for a cross here. Wins the ball back there very neatly. No, it was cut out. Christian Zapata. Defence needs to be tight on the man here. Manages to carry the ball away. They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Just over 15 minutes remaining in the first half. No options for him in the box. Nodded away by the defender. Having the ball there. Balotelli.
Too long and out of play.
And the chance expected. It's come from. They lead by 2.
Really solid football. What a pass and what a way to round it off. Great goal.
Quick fire brace is showing a bit of instinct.
kick here, could be dangerous. He could be booked here. Seems not. Referee's going to keep the cards in his pocket this time. But he may not.
When the DJ plays that brand new song, I can take one more and party all night.
Mr. Lucky again. Will he go direct here? The keeper has been kept busy today. And he's given away a free kick. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Balotelli. 40 minutes of the first half have now been played. It's over, too high.
He can do better than that, and he won't be happy with that long-range effort.
And gets the ball back. Oh, vital interception there, and a good clearance. 2 additional minutes being shown on the board now. And he finds his man in space. Well cleared. To ground, but the referee waves play on. And it's a really well taken goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that.
That was a great run off the ball to latch onto the free pass, and he was still composed with beating the keeper.
That's 3 today, and he has been with his system. Blows his whistle to draw the first half to a close.
In my opinion, they're totally in control of this game, and they'll want to continue the second half in the same manner as they finished the first.
This is the scoreline at this stage, 3-0.
They like to judge me before they get to know me. But while you're joking, I was getting me some money. Flying across the country, now they're flying for me. Broke a record back in Donny, that's a different story. Don't ask me if it's wrong or right. This is for the lies you've been leading all my life. And you better run and hide. I'ma let the flame ignite. Don't let me tell you twice, I'ma let the flame ignite.
Away we go in the second half then as tackle comes in. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick. That is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now. You just can't go around diving in for challenges like that. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Balotelli wins the ball, wins possession, and the ball is given back to the keeper. Here's a cross. He's on the end of it. Coming forward, the keeper collects it. Balotelli. His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. Balotelli. Balotelli! A goalkeeper of this class isn't going to be troubled by that. Drifts one in.
Booted to safety. The ball was taken.
Oh, atrocious tackle. Free kick given. The referee shows him the yellow card. Didn't go for the ball, just took the player out. Might consider himself a tad lucky not to see red. Keeper's ball.
I'm trying to hide from the demons inside my mind.
Oh, that's a solid piece of defensive work.
That is a cynical challenge. Mr. Referee, what do you reckon? Free kick. The referee has sent him off. Well, his manager is absolutely livid. And I have to say that's a huge call by the ref. Controversial, and it could change the outcome of the game.
And he sends it in.
A clean take by the keeper, comes off his line and makes it his. 15 minutes of the second half gone now. Picked up by the keeper. Thumps it long.
They've got another throw in.
Can he find a finish?
They've done it! Only a couple of goals separating the two sides now, but still a mountain to climb.
All credit to the attacker there, but you have to ask questions of that defence. What will they do?
Sounds like the patience of the fans is running thin.
It's going right across the goal.
And they get it away.
They won possession. He's looking to attack from out wide. Defender breaks it up.
Booted away. He wants to get a cross in from here. No, didn't quite get the distance he wanted on it.
Balotelli.
Really neat defending there. Good ball, right down the middle.
The keeper couldn't take it cleanly and it's gone behind for a corner. To the target in the centre.
Gets it away. Oh, the ball's been stolen. Oh, he's taken the ball. Maybe the start of an attack. Offside, good call there by the referee's assistant.
deflection. Held by the keeper. Goal in sight. Now it's a great chance for a counter. Yes, but now they've got some defending to do. It's across the face of goal. The keeper deals with it. We're into the last 5 minutes. And he crosses it into the middle. Wide.
That was a superb cross, but the header was wasted in the end.
In the box. Cleared nicely. Only 2 minutes to be added on. Into the box. Punched away and out for a corner. Who's waiting in the middle? Looks like he got underneath that one a little.
Well, he knows more than anyone what a great chance from close range, and that header really should have been in the net.
He has blown for full time now. Exhilarating performance by them today. The manager will be more than happy as they emerge as such worthy winners.
Well, it's the result I was expecting, really. They came into the game as favourites, and it didn't let us down.
All that remains is for me to thank my co-commentator Jim Beglin as our live coverage comes to a close this evening.
When you hear my body. When you hear my body. When you hear my body. Give in to temptation. Give in to temptation. Feel every vibration. Imagine the sensation when you hear my body call. Give in to temptation. Feel every vibration. Imagine the sensation when you hear my body call. Give in to temptation. Feel every vibration. Imagine the sensation when you hear my body call. Give in to temptation. Feel every vibration. Imagine the sensation when you hear my body call.
when you hear my body.